You're a weirdo. You're ugly. And you will never be good enough. These were the words I used to tell myself and project onto other people in moments of doubt and hardship. Can you all think of a similar experience? The negative perception that we have of ourselves can limit and steal opportunities. Back in middle school, I used to view myself as mommy's handsome little boy, as you can see. And word on the street says that my crush had a list of all the guys who she thought was handsome and all the guys who she thought was ugly. I was so excited because my name was on that list. What side do you think I was on? Come on. Obviously the handsome. No. She saw me as ugly. This planted a seed inside my head that would sprout to become insecurities, the negative voice in my head. I would project this negative voice onto other people, which would steal and limit the experiences that I could have had with other people. But because that negative voice, it stole that from me. It stole that from me. Slowly, I start to realize over the years that there's so many different versions of us, thousands of different versions of me that live in other people's heads. How my mom saw me as her handsome boy. How that girl saw me as ugly. How some people might view us as smart. Other people think of us as morons. Most of the time, this is built of a projection of their own reality, formed by their own stereotypes, biases, their own opinions and experiences. It comes from a subjective point of view, which is why you shouldn't take everything personally. I'm not gonna say the cliche to go find who you really are. I don't believe in that. I believe in building yourself to the person who you want to become. That the world will never find a set definition of who you truly are. So build the life that's true to you. Over the years, I start to reflect and internalize this idea that I'm not defined by one negative voice. So I started building a life that's true to me. Started doing things that I thought I'd never be able to do. Like give a TED Talk in front of all you guys today. Something I thought I'd never do with that negative voice. And if I were to listen to that, I wouldn't be here sharing this experience with all of you. But we're not defined by mere moments, by one voice. We are the sum of all of our experiences. That's what shapes us into who we are today. Even our mistakes. To the moments where you feel like you're on top of the world, to the moments where you just seem to disappoint yourself. But I'm sorry, if you don't know this already, life can get pretty disappointing. And everyone you know will disappoint you in some way. Why is that? It's because we tend to create an image of other people or of ourselves, expectations that won't always be met. Because of this, it can lead to self-doubt, to spread negativity instead of positive words. This is more prevalent than ever with the rise of social media. Social media can be a good thing. It offers us a place to spread our ideas, to spread kindness, affirmations to one another, but also to spread negativity. And most of the time, our mind is so focused on the negative. We tend to compare ourselves to other people's perfect image. This can make us feel inadequate, rising, promoting that negative voice inside of our head. All of us have our own imperfections. We all have our flaws, idiosyncrasies that makes us who we are. The sooner we start to internalize this, the more empathetic that we can be towards other people and extend that same grace within ourselves, because words cut deep. They cut deep. So choose the words that you use on yourself and others carefully. Most of the time, we're so focused on the negative is because of the psychological phenomenon known as our negativity bias. What is that? Our negativity bias is when our mind is so focused on the negative. How one insult can live rent-free in our heads over 10 compliments, like how it did to me. This negativity could lead to self-doubt, anxiety, fear. Fear that we won't live up to the expectations that other people put onto us. Fear that we won't live up to our own expectations that we set in ourselves. But fear steals more opportunity than failure ever will. So, take chances. Go ask that person out. Do that thing that you've always wanted to do, but you were too scared to. But know that it won't always go according to plan. That disappointments will happen, but don't let it define you. The negative perception that we have of ourselves can limit and steal opportunities. You are not your thoughts. You're more than that. You're not that negative voice inside your head. You're the one who hears it. So what are you going to listen to? Thank you.